Well, here she is. Brand new, well, not brand new, but a replacement, a new to me replacement for the 1445. I've been working at this for quite a while, trying to get this upgrade done. And I drove a little over 16 and a half hours yesterday, and 980 some odd miles to go pick this up. Full package. So it's a 2021 1585. It's a MB manufacturing broom. It's a Swedish company. These are the brooms that make or this is the company that makes brooms for airports and stuff. Seems to be a really nice broom. Came with 2 wheel weights on each side, and also 4 suitcase weights in the back. Came with an older V-Flex deck. So this deck was not new. So the unit's a 2021. Everything except this deck is a 2021. I don't know what year this deck is. They don't make the V-Flex deck anymore. I'm really interested to try it out. 72-inch deck, side discharge. It's got a striping kit on it. Basically brand new 60-inch blower. Basically, yeah, brand new. I think he said he used it once. And then in the back of the truck, we've got a 60-inch deck that's been used once or twice. So overall, really happy with the package. I'll get the machine off the trailer and everything. And I gotta unhook the broom on the trailer because I didn't like the way it went on. The trailer's just a little too steep for me. So I'll get everything unstrapped, get it off. I gotta pressure wash the V-Flex deck. I would like to go ahead and mow with the V-Flex deck today just to try it out, but I need to give it a full service before I do that, just to look at everything, check it out. So I'm gonna do all that, get everything, kind of squared away here. Came with all the manuals and whatnot. Just really excited to have it, and hopefully it serves us well. But that also means that I've got to get the 1445 ready to sell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the 1445 with a 72-inch deck and a 60-inch blower. Not that blower, but the older 60-inch blower. So yeah, really excited. Let me get everything unloaded and off the trailer, and then I'll give you a tour of the inside of the cab. Lighting's probably not the best, but we're going to explore this V-Flex deck a little bit. So it's a 72-inch deck. It's hinged on either side. Basically, it's hinged at each mower deck, and there are tons and tons and tons of grease points. So basically, 1, 2. I can't remember. I looked it up in the manual. Or looked it up online. Basically, there's grease points everywhere all over this machine. So this hinged belt system has grease. Each mower deck or each mower blade has its own gearbox. We got to pay attention to that. I may take their gearboxes off and drain them at some point in the near future. There are grease points for the hinges. There's grease points for the rollers. So there's just a lot of greasing I need to do on this machine. I got a new set of blades with it, but I think I'm gonna not put those on this year because we've got just a little bit of mowing left to do. And it actually cleaned up pretty good. There is some wear in it. The wheels are a little loose, which I'm not too shocked about. So it's got some wear on it. I don't even know if I'm going to like mowing with one of these, just because of the maintenance aspect of it. This is a lot to take care of. There are a lot of moving parts. It's extremely complicated, and it's extremely expensive. Each one of these casters, if you want to buy it new from Deere, is $511, because they don't make this deck anymore. They quit making it, I believe, last year. So 2020, 2021 was the last year they made it. I don't know when this deck is from. I saw a serial tag earlier. Well, there's it. Let's see here. I would have to look it up because it doesn't have a manufacturing date on it, but it's basically 10,676, something like that. So I don't know what year it is. I can look that up. I don't even know how to adjust the height, because naturally the height gauge is gone right here. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to adjust this thing and whatnot. So yeah, we've got a little bit of learning to do, but the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it all greased up, and hopefully by the time I get it greased up, it'll be dry. I can set it down and we can put it back on the 1585. Because the 1585 should run this very nice. It's windy today, the perfect day for the 1585, because that's one of the reasons I got it. My allergies have gotten so bad it was hard for me to use the 1445 on a windy day. So now I can sit in the comfort of a cab and mow regardless of weather or anything else. So I'm going to work on greasing this and we'll go from there. All right, so got the deck mounted up. I've actually already played around with it some right there. Really like this machine. Deck's gonna take me a little bit getting used to, just because of its arrangement, but I figured I would go over the cab of this thing, and let me get the steering wheel up so I can get more room. So of these there's four models of TerrainCut mowers. There's a 1570, a 1575, a 1580, and a 1585. This is a 1585. Basically, and there's also there's another one in there, I think. But anyway, 1585 is 38 horsepower, Yanmar diesel. It is four-wheel drive, and it also has a 2-speed transaxle. It is automatic four-wheel drive, so you can either put it in 2-wheel, automatic, or four-wheel drive. You have the PTO right here. This particular machine has 2 hydraulic outlets up front, and this is the mower deck lift. So in total, 3 spools of hydraulics. It is a complete full cab with HVAC, so it has heat and air. This is basically a very similar cab to my 4066. In fact, the controls and a lot of the things are identical. Control-wise, it's not that much different from the 1445. You have your brake, your pedals. The parking brake is now down here on the floor. You still have diff lock, and you still have your turning brakes right there. The hour meter, now I can put this back down. On the steering column here, that is the hour meter. That is also all of the service for the machine. So service minders, any type of faults or anything like that will come up there. You have headlight, and then this one also has the optional cruise control module installed. You still have your fuel tank over here, still a plastic fuel tank. However, the fuel fill is outside as it is on the 1445. One of the complaints a lot of people have about these machines is the cabs do get dusty. I've actually vacuumed this cab out twice, and you can see where there's already grass coming through. There's several videos on YouTube showing how to seal these cabs up a little bit better, and I will probably be doing that in the near future. But what we'll do is I'll fire it up, and we'll go over here and mow a little bit. All total, so far they're 89.6 hours on this unit. As I said in the video that I started this morning, it's now late afternoon. It is a 2021. So the Flex deck is a pretty interesting and unique deck. It's extremely heavy. I do have 6 suitcase weights on the back of this machine, and I think it needs every bit of those 6 suitcase weights. Couple of easy differences that I can pick out between my 1445 and this one is this one does not like to corner quite as well as the 1445 does. The 1445 will basically spin on a dime. This one will tear up some grass, and I'm not sure if that's how just the automatic 4-wheel drive. I was mowing in 2-wheel drive earlier, but 2-wheel drive was okay, but not necessarily, I wasn't necessarily loving it. I was still spinning the tires a good bit. So, yeah, we'll see if we can fire this thing up. Give us a little throttle here. Get it down on the ground. The deck is a little bit lower than I like. The hydraulic controls are a little different. Basically, it doesn't stick as far forward as you think it needs to, but it is in float mode. All right, so we'll turn the PTO on. It's not extremely loud in here. It is much louder than the 1445 in the, or the 4066 in the cab. I'll just go back to my stripes that I was doing earlier. The whole stuff like that.